The Texans beat the New England Patriots 27-20. That's right. Texans beat a non-Jaguars team for the first time all year, and they get to 3-7 on the year. I mean, yeah, they're out of the playoffs. It is what it is, but I mean, it's cool to see them win again, I guess you could say. I mean, I really wasn't expecting the Texans to win today. I really wasn't expecting them to end the game the way that they ended the game. But one thing that I do really find, I guess, good about this, or, I enjoy about this win, is the fact that the Texans low-key ended the Patriots season. I mean, how many years did the Patriots end the Texans season in the playoffs? Like twice, and we didn't like it. The Patriots, if they would have won this game, they would have been at 5-5. They would have literally been right there, kind of inching their way to that 7th seed. But with the loss today, they fall to 4-6. They're not climbing out of that. 10-6, they could get them in the playoffs, but for them to go on a 6-game win streak, yeah, it's going to be pretty hard. But, if they would have won this game, it would have been a little bit easier, a little bit more room for error. Now, their season is, officially done in a way. The Texans ended the Patriots season, and I absolutely love that. Now, let's talk about, the game itself. Starting off with the run game. The Texans' run game, god-awful. Let's move on. Deshaun Watson. That's what we really, really need to talk about. Last week, there was a lot of criticism. Oh my god, Deshaun Watson only threw for 160 yards and only put up 7 points in a hurricane. Oh, he sucks. Maybe he's not the right guy. Shut the F up, man. He shut y'all up today. Going up against a really good defense, he put up literally about 99% of the Texans' total yards. He had, 2 passing touchdowns, as well as a rushing touchdown where he trucked Devin McCourty into the end zone. Deshaun Watson is a franchise quarterback. Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's doing all this without a damn coach. He did it without Laramie Tunsil. Titus Howard exited the game there late at the end. He did it with, I don't know who it was, but a Patriots DB tripped Jordan Akins in what would have been a touchdown, and the refs didn't call that. So Watson's numbers could have looked a little bit better, but nonetheless, Watson had an outstanding game. It's man, Deshaun Watson. Over the past 6-7 weeks, dude, he has grown so much as a quarterback. He's going through his progressions. He knows when to run. He knows when to throw it away. He throws the ball with anticipation. He's throwing receivers open. He's making, tight window throws. This is the best Deshaun Watson has ever played, and this is the most consistent Watson has ever played. If you go back to when we first got Deshaun Watson back in 2017, there'd be games where, he'd have, 2-3 good games in a row, then, he'd have, an off game. Well, Deshaun Watson's been on fire since probably week 3 versus Pittsburgh, and after O'Brien got fired, he really, really caught fire. So, what was it, week 5 against Jacksonville, really started playing, at a whole other level. I mean, the dude has been good, and he's, improved so much as a quarterback. And, he's been spreading the ball around, especially today, the way he got the tight ends involved. I have not seen the Texans tight ends get this involved, I don't think, since, the Owen Daniels days. That's, 7-8 years ago? So, yeah, the tight ends got involved. Akins had a good game. Pharaoh Brown had some nice catches. Even Darren Fells had some nice catches. Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, they both did some things as well. But, Deshaun was spreading the ball around pretty well. And, hey, man, I mean, D-Hop's doing some amazing things over there in Arizona. Obviously, that amazing Hail Mary catch he had, what was it, last week against Buffalo, that was great and all, but Deshaun Watson losing DeAndre Hopkins is probably the best thing that could have happened to him as a quarterback because he's no longer staring down one guy. The dude is just on a whole other level. And, whoever comes in here and becomes the next head coach for the Texans, hopefully it's Joe Brady or Eric Bieniemy, an offensive mastermind type of guy. They're going to do so much with Deshaun Watson. Now, obviously, I mentioned Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks. They did some really good things. The tight ends also did some good things. Akins probably would have had a touchdown and I believe over 100 yards if the Patriots DB doesn't trip them. So, yeah, I thought that was a pretty good showing by the offense. I mean, they put up 27 points against a really good Patriots defense, and Stephon Gilmore was back in action today. So, yeah, and keep in mind, without Tunsil, without Titus Howard there at the very end, without Randall Cobb, Kenny Stills also exited the game, and what's his name? Duke Johnson was looking like he was a little dinged up on the ribs. So, yeah, Deshaun Watson did good. But the defense, though, the first drive, it looked like it was going to be the same old defense from the whole season. Like, oh my God, this defense sucks type of stuff. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they did give up really big plays. That one wide receiver, Bird, random no-name scrub, tore up the Texans, had over 100 yards. Cam Newton probably had over 300 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Cam had his best game since like his Carolina days, like back in 2018. So that's not a good thing, but to me, what really stood out on defense was the fact that they got the stop at the end when it mattered. Like, they actually got a stop to end the game, to win the game. I was honestly like, oh my God, we're going to overtime. Please, Bill Belichick, go for two, get it, and get out of here. I don't want to do overtime. But the Texans defense ended up coming through. Justin Reed and Lonnie Johnson ended up, bringing down Cam Newton, or making Cam Newton throw the ball, because he did get it away there at the end, but it was like not even anywhere close to a receiver. So yeah, the Texans defense came up with the win at the end. And defensively, I thought JJ Watt played a good game. The dude had 4 passes defended. Jonathan Grenard got his first career sack. I thought that was great. Jacob Martin, I thought, did a pretty good job in stopping the run as well. I mean, that was a big part, man. The Texans defense stopped the run today. Like, the Patriots came in ranked as the 3rd best run team in the NFL, and the Texans held them to, like, pretty sure under 100 yards, like well under 100 yards, like at 80 something around there. So yeah, I feel like part of that was Jacob Martin being back, and he did some good things in the run game. I've seen that. And Zach Cunningham had a pretty good game as well. Tyro Adams made a couple plays here and there, but the one guy, actually, you know what? 3 guys really stood out to me, like in that secondary. Roby made some good plays. He almost had a pick on Cam Newton. He dropped it though early in the game. Justin Reed. Last week everyone was talking mess about Justin Reed. This week Justin Reed shut everyone up. Dude had like 3 tackles for a loss and a sack. And he also closed out the game alongside Lonnie Johnson. Like, honestly, Lonnie Johnson and Justin Reed might be the safety duo of the future for the Texans defense. And you already have Roby. You already know he's cornerback 1. You could bring back Conley. You got cornerback 1 and 2, as well as your 2 starting safeties. Zach Cunningham in the middle of that defense. You got Ross Blacklock, Jonathan Grenard, Jacob Martin. You have building blocks on this team, which is why I say coaching matters. This Texans team isn't as untalented as a lot of you guys think. They have talent. They just need to be used properly. And today, with those duo safety blitzes with Lonnie Johnson and Justin Reed coming from both sides, that worked. That got to Cam Newton twice. It got to him for a crucial sack by Justin Reed that ended up setting up a field goal instead of them, marching down the field and getting the touchdown. And then it ended the game later on, like 2 drives after that. So, yeah, which is why I say coaching matters. Like, it's up to the coaches to put the players in position to succeed. And, obviously, if the player succeeds there, that's up to the player. But, Justin Reed, he's better in the box. They played him more in the box today. The dude had a dominant game. And, obviously, the defense did give up some plays. Philip Gaines, I'm looking at you, buddy. You suck. You gave up like a 45-yard touchdown. I mean, you were like literally right there, but you just looked at the ball land right in the receiver's hands. Like, come on. I mean, at the end, the Texans did let the Patriots catch the Hail Mary pass, but I mean, it was like what 15, 10 yards short of the end zone. So I mean, at that point, I don't really care that they let it happen, but still, I mean, I felt like it was a good win by the Texans. Good to see the Texans win against a team that's not the Jaguars, and good to see the Texans officially end the Patriots season. Well, not officially, but pretty much ended the Patriots season, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys for today. Comment down below your own opinions on this game, and yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.